Hey, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing the Sisley, and I have to read it and hopefully pronounce it right, the Sisley Photo Teint Ultra Eclat foundation. This is a oil-free, long-lasting foundation. And also, I am going to be reviewing the Guerlain L'Essentiel Natural Glow Foundation 16-hour wear with sunscreen and broad spectrum SPF 20. First, I'm going to share a little disclaimer that I usually always share. I am going to do a check-in video. You're going to see me after I've worn it several hours, and then I'm going to share the pros and cons as well. So let's get into this. So this foundation retails for, you might want to sit down for this one, you might want to pour yourself a drink. This one retails for $92. Yeah, that's the most I've ever spent on foundation. Yeah, this is the, like I said, it's the Sisley. This one is 1 fluid ounces. It comes in this fancy little, should I make it look better? Even better, look fancy frosted glass bottle with the little zebra top. And you pop that open and you have a little pump there. So let me share a little bit of information about this foundation for you. Besides being $92. It comes in 14 shades, by the way, too. It comes in 14 shades. It says the Photo Teint Ultra Eclat Light Diffusing Oil-Free Fluid Foundation reveal skin that looks instantly radiant and flawless with imperfections minimized and a blurred effect on the skin texture. Day after day, a mineral complex acts enhance the complexion's natural radiance. Buckwheat seed extract acts as an anti-pollution shield. Extracts of mallow and gardenia flower provide hydration and comfort for fresh-feeling skin. The long-lasting, lightweight, blendable texture offers a natural velvety finish and a medium buildable coverage, oil-free. Before I start sharing my opinions, my opinion might be different than yours. You may love something that I don't, and vice versa, and it's okay. It's always okay. We don't always have to agree. It's okay. But when you leave a comment below, just think before you type. I hate saying that. I will have someone that will come in here that, you know, it's just makeup, you guys. At the end of the day, it's makeup. Let's talk about this foundation. I took a little bit longer to review this. I know a lot of people have done it already, so this is probably old news. But I am really picky. You guys know that. I'm just really picky, and I've had like issues with my skin because I stopped taking my hormone replacement therapy, and so now my skin thinks it's a teenager. So I have, you probably see it on camera, I still have one right there. I have some other ones that were over there, but my skin looks better than it did like a week ago. So I was wearing this, but then I had to give my skin a break. Both of these, like I've been going back and forth on them because it's $92 and I just wanted to make sure that I either really loved it or I didn't love it. Like I really wanted to really pay attention. The pros are that it does not settle in my fine lines and wrinkles. It doesn't settle in my pores. It doesn't oxidize. It doesn't feel heavy on my face. It doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't look like a grease ball hours later. And it also seems to help smooth and blur out my face slightly. I wouldn't say as much as some of my other foundations that I've used. Like I feel like my Chanel does that a little bit more than this does, but I do find that it does a little bit of that. I don't know if you can see it on my face. And like I said, you will see me zooming in so you can see everything close up. The cons of this is the color selection's a little bit, it does have 14 shades, but it's still not the best color selection in my opinion. And if you have any dryness at all on your skin, especially patchy skin, like I have some of that, you're going to see it. It's going to be highlighted. So you can't see it right now, but as the day goes on, sometimes I'll start to see it a little bit more. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it in the video because I wasn't thinking when I filmed it, I was getting ready to go out with my husband. So I'm like, I want to pop in really quick and just do my face to see what it looks like after I was outside in the heat and humidity. Hours later, like this is like 5 or 6 hours later after I put my makeup on, I wanted to show you guys, and I just touched up that little spot down there that I was pointing to. So it doesn't look really bad there because I just touched up, but a couple hours later, it was kind of showing up again. So I just wanted to share that with you. And the other con, I guess, would be that it has fragrance in it, but it's very, very subtle. But I just want to mention that. It's the other one that I'm testing out. We'll talk about that. But this one is very subtle. It's not offensive to me at all. So, and the other thing that I want to mention is it does crack. I did notice that as I wore it, it would crack. And it did get a little bit shiny, but not greasy at all. It didn't look like a grease ball later. So what I did is I just took a tissue, and that happens with every foundation, guys. With every foundation that I usually end up with a little shine on my face. So I just took a tissue and just blotted off where it was. It didn't seem to take off a lot of the makeup, and it still looked nice. And it kind of, it kind of took care of that little cracking that happens with foundations. So all in all, would I recommend this foundation? And I'm going to tell you, yes, I would definitely recommend it. I think it is really nice. I would not recommend it if you have dry skin. And if you have a lot of dry, patchy, flaking skin, I definitely would not. I think this is more for either oily skin, oily combo skin, oily dry combo skin, or normal skin. That is what this is for. But if you just have dry skin, I definitely wouldn't recommend this because it is a matte formula, and I think that especially for a mature woman, you don't want to be too matte looking. That's why you even see it with younger girls, we're putting on a little bit of like a highlighter or something to give our faces a little bit of a shine, because it just looks more, it lights up your face, it makes you look more youthful. So you just don't want to use anything too matte. And even though I have oily skin, I don't want to look too matte either. But as this goes on, I don't know if you can see it right, I have a little bit of a shine, but it's not crazy. This is pretty much what it looks like hours from now. Even if I'm outside in the humidity now, if I'm wearing this, last night I was wearing this, I know when I got to the evening and we were into maybe 8 hours of wearing this, then I started to get a little bit more shine, but it still wasn't like, oh my gosh, I look like a grease ball. It actually still looked good, but like I said, I just took my tissue and I just just blotted it off, and it's fine. Because I don't mess with my makeup. I don't. Once I put my makeup on, it's on. I don't use a setting spray right now. I don't. The only thing I will do if I'm out in the sun all day is I will bring my SPF powder so I can reapply that, but that is all that I do. I don't keep fussing with my makeup. Once it's on, it's on. My lipstick I do, but I don't fuss with my foundation or anything like that. When it's on, I don't touch my face. I just leave it alone, okay? So yeah, I really do like this. Would definitely recommend it if you're in the market for a new foundation and you want one that's going to give you more of a blurred look. You want a matte but still have a little bit of a dewy look to your skin. I think you will really like this. If you have dry skin, I would definitely stay away from this, but I really have been enjoying this one. Okay, so it's the next day because I wanted to wear this foundation on camera so you could see what it looks like on me. I'm going to zoom you in a minute after I share the details. You're going to see a check-in, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts on both of these again. So this is from Guerlain. This is a L'Essentiel. It's Natural Glow Foundation, 16-hour wear with sunscreen, broad spectrum of 20, which again, I always tell you, I know I'm probably repeat, but don't ever rely on the sunscreen in here. Just think of it as a bonus, okay? It's really a gimmicky thing, I feel like, that these companies do. So this retails for $60 and it comes in 29 shades. I am wearing the shade I will look at my box and I will put it in the details below. I've been using this for off and on several weeks, just like I have been with the Sisley foundation. So I know how this, I've given it plenty of tests. One of the drawbacks for this foundation for me was the fragrance, but it's part of this foundation. I mean, if you notice, it looks like a perfume bottle. It really does. It's beautiful. That's what kind of sucked me in. But the fragrance is so strong to me. It's actually irritating my skin right now. Like, I can feel my skin. It feels really dry and irritated right now with this on it. And I put a ton of stuff on before I even put my foundation on. I put on several moisturizers, and then I use that Hidden Glow, which I don't have in front of me, which is a moisturizer as well. So what I'm saying is that it's not just sitting on my skin and I feel like it's irritated. So because of that, it's just a no-go for me with that. Plus, it just didn't wear well on me at all. I don't like the way it looks on my face. As you can see when I'm applying it, I use a beauty blender, and I've been using a beauty blender more again because I'm really peeling a lot right here by my, I go through little spurts where I peel a little bit more. I don't understand it. But so I use a beauty blender so I don't make it worse. So I put I squirt on there. I didn't push it all the way down. I'd say halfway down, and because it comes in a pump. I guess I should have mentioned that. See that? So you just pull up the cap, you've got the pump. So I just did about a half a pump. I put it on my beauty blender, put it in. I thought that would be enough all over my face because you'll see it in the video. I put some on that side, but then I didn't get enough on that side. So I blended it in, use a little bit more. The coverage is okay. I could probably add more if I wanted to, but I just don't like a really heavy look for a foundation. Let me just tell you what this says about it really quickly. So what it says, a long-wearing liquid foundation with 97% naturally derived ingredients with a little asterisk by it, with buildable coverage and a natural glow finish. This says it's for normal, dry, combination, oily skin. I felt like for me, it got a little too oily for me, but I live somewhere where it's really, really humid. It definitely, this is not accentuating my dry patches that I know that are there, so that's a bonus for it, but because of the fragrance in it, it's just not something that I'm going to use. I think that long term this would be really, really not good for my skin. And honestly, anytime, I don't know why companies put fragrance in it, but a lot of them that I have do have fragrance. My Chanel has fragrance in it, my YSL has a fragrance in it, although those two are really light and they don't irritate my skin. This one has a little bit of a fragrance, but it is very minimal. This one is really strong. I mean, I almost feel like they made a point to put this in there, because if you go to the website, the Guerlain website, you can see they even tell you the notes that it has in here. So it's just not a good idea. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So this I definitely would not recommend. So out of the two, I would definitely recommend the Sisley. This one's really, really nice, skin-like. This one, if you love a really strong perfume scent on your face, and let me say this really quick too, I wear perfume. So I like perfume and I like the scent of it. I just don't want it on my face. You know what I mean? I just don't want it on my face. I don't think it's a good idea. And even when I wear perfume, I don't like spray it on me. I kind of spray it and walk in kind of a thing. So I just don't think that this is, I just can't recommend it. So, but this one I do really, really enjoy. I feel like it looks like my skin. I don't look like a grease ball at the end of the day. And there's good things in it. The only negative to this is it does show off my dry, patchy areas that I have. So let me show you my face really quickly today. But I don't think the finish looks like anything amazing. And the perfume in there is just, that's what it is. It's not even, it's a perfume. Okay, so that is it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Please share my videos. It helps with the analytics, and make sure that I keep on showing up in YouTube's feed. Yeah, YouTube is just a mess right now. So I would appreciate it if you would share my videos. Always leave me a comment. I always, always, always reply back to you guys, which I love because I feel like I just feel like I know you guys. So always make sure you leave me a comment. If you're not already subscribed, I would love you to subscribe here. I share new videos every Monday and Friday. I give it to you straight. I'm the real deal. I'm going to tell you whether I like something or not. And it doesn't matter if a company sent it to me or I paid for it. These I paid for. Doesn't matter if you've been following me. I just tell you how I really feel. So, and also make sure that you follow me on Instagram as well. When you're clicking that button too, make sure you click that notification bell, because anytime I share a new video, you will be notified. And follow me on Instagram as well. And that is it, guys. Thank you so much. I will leave everything that I'm wearing in the video. Hopefully I'm wearing the same thing because it's the second day, so I'll try to remember which palette I had on. But I'll leave everything below in the description box. That's it. Thank you guys so much. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.